there are not much statistics and information about kindergarten education among underdeveloped countries like Mongolia and Cambodia, and so the Korean Education Bureau consultant advised us we have to save time and energy, and we should focus on math and science, which Ethiopian people need more. So he wants to hear about this matter from the old individual committee member. So Tolera, would you talk about this matter, and would you tell me about your own opinion on this matter?
Well, as a country, we do have some problems in handling the kindergarten education. One of the problems is, so far, we haven't had a well-structured system of running kindergarten education. That will lead us not to focus, better to focus on science and maths in this project, because had we have a very good ground on kindergarten education, we would have also included this project in the kindergarten. But if we say we need to start or to include in this project, we're going to start from scratch. It is not public based, It is owned by private institutions. And on the top of that, we don't have kindergarten education in the rural areas. It's only concentrated in the urban areas, in big cities. So it will be difficult even for us if we're going to include in this 4-year project a kindergarten idea. That's my position. Because this 4-year project is very short, so we better focus on areas that will be very much effective and targeted. Otherwise, the kindergarten education is very dispersed. It's not publicly owned by the government until now. There is no way to handle it. It would be very difficult. So that's my understanding. We need, in fact, help, but let us give priority to also the focus of the government, science and maths. Maybe that would help us.
지금 그 에티오피아 정립이 안 됐고 대부분 이제 그 사립 유치원 위주로 유아교육이 실시되고 있고, 그런 그 정부 차원에서 공교육 차원에서 그 유아교육이 지금 정립이 안 돼 있기 때문에 유아교육을 좀 적용하기 좀 힘든 점이 있고, 그리고 그 이 사업에 좀 집중을 하기 위해서는 이렇게 막 그 유아에 퍼져 있는 유아교육보다는 그 수학하고 과학 쪽에 더 집중하는 게 그 효율적인 측면에서 나을 것 같다고 지금 이야기했습니다.
예, 저희들이 이 사업을 하면서 특히 유아 쪽에는 통계도 지금 잘 안 잡히고 에티오피아에 특히 그 사업의 그 성과 내기가 제도권 안에 없어서 유아교육이 그게 상당히 어렵다는 판단을 내렸어요. 그래서 정말로 이렇게 그 유아교육 쪽을 서포트하고 싶지만은 지금은 좀 더 성과를 내기에 수학, 과학을 집중하는 것이 성과를 내기에 더 좋다고 그렇게 판단을 했습니다. 그 점을
I guess originally we were willing to support Ethiopian kindergarten education, but as he also mentioned, there were a lot of problems, like in Ethiopia there is no infrastructure of public kindergarten education, and so it is very hard to get good achievement. So instead of kindergarten education, we better focus on major subject, math and science.
이게 4년간에 이렇게 좋은 성과를 내기에는 참 한계점이 많은 것에서 상당히 좀 유감스럽다. 그렇게.
He also said he feels sorry about we cannot do kindergarten education. In a 4 year is sorry, not very long year, so long period. So in a short time, we have to make succeed of this project. So we don't have the options.
그 대신에 수학, 과학에 우리가 더
our committee members for kindergarten education cannot attend this meeting. We can talk about this later with you.
Okay. By the way, if it is inconvenient for you, we can focus on science and mathematics. But I want to say that this is one of the most important priority area in the education sector in Ethiopia. There are more than 250 government preschools in Ethiopia. But before 3 years, of course, there was no any preschool owned by government. All preschools were owned by private individuals. So it's getting much attention from the government. So we will maybe work together in the future. But now it's inconvenient. It's better to focus on science and mathematics.
Thank you very much for your understanding.
다른 오케이.
And Sheriff? Sheriff.
Polena? 그 측에는 저희들이 그 ODA 사업을 성실하게 이해를 2012년 5월 3일부터 2016년 4월 30일까지 그 리서치 멤버라는 임명장을 수여한 것입니다. 그리고 거기에 성실히 이 사업에 임하겠다는 그런 서약의 내용도 들어 있습니다. 잠깐 설명해 줘.
This declaration in participation in this project, 3 committee members will fulfill this project sincerely, and also 3 members will work with the Korean committee for 4 years.
4 years. Okay. Yes.
Advertisement of
Into the possible. A country
마이크를 갖다가 앞에 마이크 갖다 컴퓨터에
under the solidarity of its people. The driving force for Korea's growth was education.
then
The Republic of Korea.
처음부터 다시 가야 돼.
And kept leading on ranks in mathematics and science. As such, Korea boasts outstanding educational achievements that are comparable with those of other advanced nations. Furthermore, Korean researchers registered a total of 45,299 theses driven such remarkable educational development. First, design for learning and education is deeply ingrained in Korean society. Korea has put emphasis on education for the development of the country. It has taught its people humanity, justice, courtesy, and knowledge. Even during the colonial period, Koreans' passion for education grew stronger than ever before.
Kwang Se-young, a second-year student this year, is now making the dream of the first year into a realistic and concrete plan. As a standing research facility managed by the Education Ministry, and an academic information center which holds education have become a most prominent university in the Busan area. Kim In-sung, a third-year student who is about to join the Korean Armed Forces, became aware of the true nature of education through various cultural experiences at the Busan National. Various university activities is what Busan National University of Education is lavish in supporting students, another advantage. Creativities in the student union, the club associations, and the student council. Through more than 40 clubs, the flower of university culture, you are able to experience many allied fields, academics, arts, physical training, religion, and culture. Through so many university activities, we students of the Busan National University of Education may grow and become culturally trained and competent. Through the unity of university and students with many volunteer activities for society, we combine culture, society, and education at the Busan National University of Education. Through liberal and creative student and volunteer activities, we develop a new university culture for the 21st.
And this is Korean national anthem. Maybe if you watch the London Olympic Games, maybe you've heard about Korean national anthem. So this is Korean alphabet, Hangul. We have 14 consonants and 10 weighted vowels. Korean alphabet letter is renowned for the most scientific alphabet letters in the world. Maybe I can show you. Have you heard about 안녕하세요? Probably you know 안녕하세요. Hello and how are you? And 감사합니다. Thank you. Okay. And climate and weather. Korea has a very distinct 4 different seasons. Spring, which we have full of flowers and blossoms everywhere, very mild weather, and summer. The weather summer in Korea is like today, quite hot and humid, and we have typhoon and monsoon season. Monsoon season already passed last month, so now is I guess one of the hottest season of the year. And the next one is Korean fall, autumn. You can see beautiful red and yellow leaves everywhere, and the temperature is similar with the spring. So I think the autumn